Hello.
Ah,
Yay.
can we see your faces, guys? Feeling a bit
Yes.
lonely.
Switch on your cameras. Switch on your cameras so that we can see you because we'll be spending some time together. And it'll be really nice if we can see your faces so that we can connect and help you and to get unstuck and have your funnel built. So let me start by asking a question. So how many of you have already got some sort of funnels or are familiar with it? So if you're familiar with funnels already, you've already built something before, say, press a 1. If not, press a 2. Okay, so 1 is for someone who's already built funnels before, and 2 for those who are total beginners. Two, okay. Great. What about Clifford and Farah and Andy?
It's a 1.
So 1. Okay, so you're a pro. Okay. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Jody. Okay, so great. So let me give you a little bit of introduction. So congratulations for coming to join us today. We're really happy to see you all. And this is actually the 3rd time we're running this. So, and we've got some good feedback from last time, but we are always improving. So do have your input. We have a small intimate group so that we can really serve you well. So do type in the chat. We will be looking at the chat and answering questions as we go along as we can. Okay, so what this is the Get Unstuck Groove Funnel Building Day. Okay, so originally I'm Coco, by the way, and then my partner is Davina. So
Hello.
you might have watched so you might have watched some of our videos from the pre-training. So how many of you have done pre-training? Can I see your hands or not? Yes. Okay, so okay, great. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, so before I go in, does everyone have a Groove account set up? Because this is really important, otherwise we won't be able to build anything for you, because it takes actually at least 30 minutes for Groove to set up the account. So everyone has one? Yeah. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so let's start then. Okay, so like I said, I'm Coco, and we started this Get Unstuck group because we had actually my journey on online started about a year and a half ago, and that was when I got exposed to the world of funnels. And to me, it's mind-boggling. I've been in business for over 25 years, but funnels was totally new. So I had to learn from scratch, and from someone who is not in IT, it's actually really, really tough. And then that was when I met Davina, and she was really good with the tech stuff, but she wasn't so comfortable with the messaging. So there we were together, we were helping each other. We were actually accountability partners. So I was helping her with messaging and she was helping me with the technical stuff. And then we were recording videos for each other. And then we thought, oh, we've got other friends who needed this. So we were sharing our videos, and that was how this all started. And as an entrepreneur, we are always looking for ways to improve and get more sales and turn those leads into our customers and repeat customers, right? And funnels is the way to do it. So today we're going to share with you exactly and actually show you how to exactly build a funnel. So in the previous workshops, participants have actually walked away with working funnels. And I see some of them back here again to do maybe another one with us, which is great. We love you guys. So yeah, so a little bit of background, why we're using Groove, okay? So a lot of people I know are familiar with the two different big companies, right? So we're using Groove because as a newbie, for me, I actually signed up for ClickFunnels right at the start because it seemed to be a bigger company, more stable, and I was, well, my Sifu was telling me to use that as well. But the only problem was when I was using that, in the first 14 days, I wasn't even able to understand what was a funnel, let alone have something up and making money. So every month I would get this notification saying, bing, your credit card has been charged. And I signed up for the $297 US, thinking that I'm going to watch the videos and blah, blah, blah. And of course, I didn't do any of that in the 6 months that I signed up for the $297. And it was like bleeding from my heart because I was paying all this money and getting so frustrated that I ended up actually paying for people to build my funnel. And so another cost before I even had anything up. So then I thought, this doesn't make sense, because now I switched on to the $97 plan, only to find out that all the funnels that I have accumulated during my 297 days, because they keep giving you free funnels, right? And as someone who's paid, I thought, okay, that's the way to get my money back. I'm just going to collect all the funnels. I don't care whether it's a book funnel, whether it's a webinar funnel, whether it's a membership site, whatever it is, I just collected and collected and collected. And I ended up having like 50 something funnels that I don't even know the difference of. And when I switched over to the cheaper plan, it was like, oh, I now only have 20, and I needed to delete everything that I've collected. And I had no idea what to delete. And I spent hours figuring that. And to cut the long story short, it's like I'm paying for something that I'm not using, right? And I feel that as a newbie, we don't want to do that. And hence, my friend told me about Groove. At first, I was like, big question mark. Should I buy this or should I not? Then she said something which changed my mind. She said, buy it as an investment for later. Because as an entrepreneur, we plan for the future. So if we buy it now, it's a once-off cost. It is actually cheaper than my 6 months 297. And I could just park it aside until it's like ready to go. That was what I did. And then I discovered actually people can use Groove, the free funnel, until they're comfortable, which is great for newbies, great for anyone who's going to start off, because that means you've got the time to explore the funnel world to see if it's for you before you have to incur any cost. And hence, that's why we are advising our group to go on Groove funnels first, because that's the way you can explore, play around, get familiar with funnels, and see if that's the right way for your business. Okay, so that's the back story of why we started this group. And since then, we've got a lot of people saying that we've managed to help them. So that's why we thought, okay, let's come up with this funnel building day, and let's just get it done in one day and half a day. So everyone will be happy, and we can support you guys with other things after that. So let me share my screen now. So do you all see my screen? Yes, yes. Okay, great. So, oops. You can see my screen, but it's okay. So today's agenda, we've got 3 things covered, right? So the first thing we'll be doing is working on the messaging of your funnel, because that is crucial, right? Without the messaging, a funnel just looks like a page, any page. So your messaging is crucial to get your target audience, and that is what is going to help you convert. Okay. Second part is actually building the funnel, because you need the components in to get the names and the details that you need in your funnel. And today we're building a webinar funnel. Okay. And the third part is the part that I love best, is earning money whilst you're sleeping, literally, right? Because I would usually text Davina and say, good morning to money. Who wants good morning to money? Let's give a yay, yay, yay if you want good morning to money. No one wants it? No? Yes or no? Yes, great. Okay, yes. So that's a way to get good morning to money, okay? That's my new term now, good morning to money. Okay, so the first thing we'll go through is the messaging and the offer in your funnel, okay? So essentially, there are a few parts to it. So what is a funnel? I know some of you are familiar with funnels, so I will go quick on this. So a funnel literally is where they come in, where you get leads in from different, it could be from different funnels and then leading them to in, and then you funnel them in, making it smaller and smaller because the shape of the funnel is a V shape, right? So the things come in and you filter until the ones that are right for you comes through. Okay, so essentially that is what a funnel is. There are many types of funnels. Like I said, when in my funnel collecting days, there are book funnels, free plus shipping funnels, sales funnel where you might have a product, webinar funnels where you get people to sign up for your webinar. And then there are membership sites where people come in and you give them a course or something, right? So there are a lot of funnels out there. An application funnel, the one that I use most for my main business. So there are lots of types of funnels. But today we're going to build the webinar funnel. So the purpose of the webinar funnel is actually to bring in leads for them to attend a free webinar or a paid one, so that you can eventually convert them into another course that you might be running or a product. Okay, so that's the purpose. You're just going to funnel them in to something that that you will get a chance to talk to them in. There are two types of webinar funnels. One is called evergreen, which means it just plays on its own. You can record it and then it's built into your funnel so that whoever comes in will just keep be able to watch it at their own time, and then they'll be sold. So everything is automated. Then there's the live webinar funnels where you set a particular date and time, and then they come in, listen to your webinar, and then you close them. Okay, so that's the two different types. So today we're going to build the second type, okay, the ones where you will have a time and date and they all come in. And I advise everyone who's starting off with webinar funnels to do it this way first. The reason is, once you've got the live audience, you're getting a practice and also the feedback. So you can keep tweaking your webinar until you find one that converts really well. Then you turn that into your evergreen. Okay, so it's again, record every webinar that you do, use the one that is really converting well, and then use that video to be your evergreen. Okay, so that is the easy way. You don't need to record a whole one for evergreen. Just use something that works already and then use that. Okay, so start with a live webinar. So what is I call this building blocks, okay, because there are different blocks in the funnel where you need to put in messages. And as Davina will be showing you how to build that, you will also see as building blocks. If you look at the funnel as a whole, it becomes a little bit daunting for newbies like me back then, because it looks like, oh my God, I don't know which part to put in which. But actually, if you think about it as blocks, so we're going to put one block here, one block here, one block here, it will all build up to one thing. So one important thing is it must be congruent. The whole thing must look as a whole. Even though it's a building block, don't look at it as individual things. Look at it as an overview of what you want, and then the little blocks in between, okay? So that's how you need to look at your blocks. Okay, so the first thing we need to think about is the message in the funnel. So let me know, does everyone have messages already, or are you like still lost in the world of words and pictures? So type in, let me know where you are, then I can better tailor to you. Okay. Okay, lost, completely lost. Okay, no problem. We're here to help you. I was completely lost at one time too. We all start from somewhere. Okay, so let's start today. So first of all, think of funnels as a place. Okay, I'm going to review my age now by saying this. But anyway, back in the days where it wasn't funnels yet, it was just like listing in newspapers or magazines, okay? Remember those days? I don't know whether you guys remember, but I remember. I used to love reading that. It was one of my pastimes, reading ads, classified ads, they were called. And if you've ever paid for a classified ad, you will know that they charge by words. Okay, so they would say 10 words for this price, or for another price, 50 words, and then for another price, 100 words or something. So the box size actually changes. Okay, so imagine for your funnel message, you are doing that. Okay, because the biggest mistake that I find with a lot of people using funnels is their message is so long because they want to get so much in there. And because of that, you actually confuse your audience by having such a long string of words. Okay. And one thing I always share with my students is do not think that using long words and having a long sentence make you look more professional. Okay, I'll repeat that. Long words, long sentences does not make you more professional. Because when we're in the industry, we want to show people we're intelligent, we know our stuff. So often we fall into that trap of using jargon. And with jargon, those who are in the know will know what you're talking about, but those who do not will be totally confused, and then you will not be able to convert them because they're confused at what you're trying to say. Okay, so going back to the listing, think of it as every single word you put in your funnel costs you money. If you think that way, would you still put that word in? Okay, if it costs you money, would you still put that word in? If the answer is no, take it out. Okay, make it as simple as possible. And as a rule of thumb, make it so simple that a 5-year-old can understand it. Okay, so I had a call with my mentor the other day, and he gave me a very good tip about this, and I want to share it with you. Is the key to good messaging is that is so simple and compelling that is easy to understand, but it can also engage your audience. Okay, it's actually very hard to do, but it's doable. Okay, so think TV sitcoms. Some of the sitcoms nowadays are really dumb. They seem really dumb, but they get a lot of following. But the people writing these sitcoms are really intelligent people because they manage to put in like simple messages, simple storyline that is compelling and just keep you watching. So I was watching Cobra Kai. It's actually really dumb, very predictable, but I just couldn't stop watching it because it's so simple. I don't even need brain power much. So that's what you want to do. You don't want your audience to have to use a lot of brain power because you don't want them to need to think too much, because when they think too much, they will start to dissect what you're offering, and that will be harder to close. Okay, so it's so easy that oh, that sounds fun, boom. That's what you want them to do. Okay, so simplify. So the first thing we'll do is headlines. So I've shared some headlines here with you. So you can see that for this review, watch me build out a brand new revenue generating revenue stream, blah, 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 blah. You see it's highlighted because the highlighted parts are the ones that will pop out to your audience, okay? So this is more fancy funnel headings because you need some sort of coding to get that highlight in. But if you're like me, who's like not coding at all, you can still do it with like the underlining, okay? So the thing is, you need 3 things in your headline, okay? First of all, you need to know who your audience are. You need to know who you're speaking to, okay? So some people call this their avatar. Some people call this their target audience. Whoever it is, you need to be speaking to a particular group of people. Never have it too wide, okay? So when I was in BNI for 8 years, I used to coach my members in my chapter and actually in other chapters on how we would present our message each week. And one thing we always do at the end is a call to action for our members to refer people to us. And how people usually think is, we would say, I'm selling this water, and this water is really good for you, blah, blah, blah. And the referrals that I need is anyone who drinks water. Okay, so imagine if I say to you, anyone who drinks water, our mind just goes blank, right? Who is it? I mean, everyone drinks water. Then who should I refer to you? My whole phone book or what? It just makes it very difficult for them to think about someone who is in that niche. But what about if I change the messaging to refer to me, anyone who has a child below the age of 5 who brings a water bottle to school? Okay, doesn't that automatically filter someone in your head? Does it help when I direct you to a specific audience? It actually filters your head into categorizing, right? Another example is, I need professionals. That's too broad. Professionals, what professionals? Right? But what if I say, so for, say, Meredith, who is into wellness, I can actually say, I'm looking for 40 to 50 years old professionals, such as accountants, who are sitting there all day, right? That immediately filters. Some people might think, by saying that, am I actually narrowing my audience down because I'm like cutting it down to a very, very small market? Actually, no, because when you filter it down like that, people who don't have 40 to 50 years old accountant friends who are sitting all day might have lawyer friends. And they will say to you, does it work? Can this be for lawyers? Then you say, yes, sure. Okay. For the water example, they might say, what about if I have kids who are 6 to 10 years old? Would that work? Sure. Okay. But the key is to narrow it down so that your audience get connected, feeling that this is for them without calling out for them. Okay. So that's the first thing you need to think about, your audience. Secondly is the result that you're going to provide them with. Okay. So the result here is simple, lucrative writing gigs. They're going to get that. Okay. And then this one is build, grow, and scale, right? And then this other one is, you're going to have sales videos that will change the life, etc. So earn multiple 6 figures, right? So these are the outcome. So what is the outcome that people will get? So one thing to think about outcome is between heaven and hell. Okay, so if I was to ask you between supplements and painkillers, which do you think sell better? So give it to me in the chat. Do you think supplement sells faster or painkiller sells faster? Let's have some fun. Okay, so painkillers. Yes, painkillers. Great. Okay. Painkillers. Yep. Okay. Painkillers or kill me now. Yep, exactly. So people tend to move faster when they're in pain. So painkillers is the best way to go, especially when you can drill in the pain. Okay. So how, I mean, this will sound cruel, but how I like to say it is, imagine you know your target audience pain. Now you're going to put some salt on it. Okay, you're going to rub it in, make it really painful, because when they're really in pain, that's when they really will take action straight away. Okay, so the result is to get them out of this pain. Okay, so how we're going to put salt in, that's the later part. But here you're going to promise them that you will get them out of that pain. Okay, there's the other school of thought of selling the dream. Okay, the dream is actually a little bit harder to do, because when you're comfortable, it's actually harder to get them moving towards the dream. It's more an uphill thing because they're already comfortable. So I always give this example. I was very comfortable. I moved to Malaysia last year. I've had a good business in Hong Kong. It was still running. I was very comfortable. So for me to do anything extra was like, yeah, I know I can grow it bigger, but then why put that effort in? I'm like, yeah, I'm too lazy. I prefer sleeping till 11 and just get my work done. It will just grow as it is. I'm okay, right? But when COVID hit, it was like, oh my God, I cannot fly back to Hong Kong to do my things anymore. That was my pain. That was my action, like pushing me into this world of internet and funnels because of the pain that I'm no longer able to do what I was comfortable doing before. But before that, I was comfortable. Actually, I haven't even shared this with Davina. In Hong Kong, I actually already signed up for a lot of courses, but I never attended them. I'm the ones who paid for it. Our guru mentors always say there are people who pay for it and never attend, and I was one of those. I would pay for things. It's like, oh my God, this sounds good. And then I never have time. I don't show up, right? Because I was comfortable. I don't take action. But when you have pain, that's when you really want to take action and you want to do it. Okay, so drill on the pain if you can, right? So the third thing you want is how, because most people will tell you, okay, I'm looking for mothers who just gave birth who wants to lose that baby fat that they've gathered. Okay, so lots of people say that, but why would they sign up for your course? It's through the how. Okay, it's how are you going to get them there? Okay, so it could be mothers who just gave birth who wants to lose their baby fat by following my 1 week only supercharged diet, whatever, right? Wellness plan. That's how you're going to do it. Okay, 7 days, we're going to get that done. So that's the how. So you need your target audience, the result you will get them, and the how in the headline, okay? Because that is the first thing they see. That's something we call above the fold. Okay, that's the jargon there. What does it mean by above the fold? It means that when they log on, that's the thing they see without scrolling down. Okay, so that's what they mean by above the fold. There is actually no fold in our computer. Well, there is, you can fold, but that's the page where you see whatever. And what you see there can make or break your funnel, because when they don't like what they see on above the fold, they will just click the X, boom, and then it's gone. Your chance is gone. They won't even read below the fold. So that headline is super important. So what we're going to do now, we're going to give you 5 minutes to draft your headline. Okay, when you have the headline done, write it in the chat, and then we can look at them and then see whether we all like it or not. Okay, so this is a very interactive workshop. We will actually help each other, because it's no good for one person to like it. We need a collective number of people to think and understand what you're writing about. Okay, so let's go. Let's have 5 minutes, and then I will see you back. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so how we doing? I only see Anna's headline. So the others, how you doing? Okay, I will go with Anna's first. Okay, this bit is when I need everyone to be on camera if possible. So Anna, her headline is, no matter where you are from, how old are you, it's how you use your facial muscles that will shape your face. The proven formula to stop your face aging. This webinar is not for you if you think you never age. Okay, so first of all, before I say anything, who do you think she's targeting? Put in the chat so that we can help Anna to see if we are getting what she's trying to say to us. Okay, so who is she? So let's put down the three things. Who is she targeting? What is the results that she will get, and how are we going to do it? Okay, so let's help each other with this. And if you don't know, just put not sure. because this is the only way we can test our messaging, to see if collectively most people understand what she's talking about. Okay, so no one? Anyone? Unsure of the target, result is stop face aging. Maybe older people. Okay. Facial muscle, how? Okay, great. Okay, Farah says targeting anyone and everyone. Okay. Okay, so Anna. First of all, I like the stop your face aging, because I think that's quite powerful. When I see that, I say, oh, I want to stop my face from aging. I think that bit is good, because that is like the result you will get me just when I join your webinar. Okay. But the how, when you say how you use your facial muscle, is like the opening is where, no matter where you're from, how old you are, that's like a very generic, exactly what I was saying, because it's like, okay, so where am I from and how you are is how you use your facial muscle that would shape my face. So rather than saying it that way, it might be saying the proven formula that will stop your face from aging by using your facial muscles correctly. Okay, because you're doing face yoga, right? And for the bit you asked whether you should use, this webinar is not for you if you think you never age. Okay, so that there is good, because you are using sort of like a humor in it, but some people might get offended if you say, if you think you never age. It's sort of sarcastic as well, in a way. So we have to be very careful. So this is a very, very good example. Sometimes it's actually really good to use humor. So for those who know me, I love humor. I just love making funny things and stuff. But we have to be careful that the audience doesn't take it the wrong way. So rather than saying, if you think you never age, because that can be turned into like negative, you can say, this webinar is not for you if you are blessed with skin that never age. Okay, so you're putting it like you're blessed with it. So you're saying it's a positive way. Okay, or you're like one of those movie stars who seems to be frozen in time, right? With excellent skin. I want to be like that, but I'm not. but that's the better way of putting it there. So Anna, would that help you more?
Yes, for sure. I put it because I saw also nobody was texting, and I knew that I have to, from last time I knew what I have to write, but I still was lost in between these few lines, because I thought also it's too long, first of all.
Yeah.
What I wrote. So yes, I'm fine. And actually I like to tease people, so that's why I put the no and not there. So
yeah, it's good to tease, but we have to be careful that we don't tease them the wrong way.
Exactly.
Okay? But actually this copy would work in your ad, like Facebook ad. That could be a lead-in wherever you are. Actually, it's the muscles that dictate how you shape your face.
Okay,
so you can
perfect.
have like all these different things on the picture. I mean, I'm going a little bit off, but you can have a lot of different things in the picture saying this and that, but it's actually how you use your muscles. So I need to lift this part. So if you can help me lift this part, be great,
Yeah.
right? I hate my chubby cheeks, but anyway. So that's Anna. So then I see Joe. Yours is how to secure your healthcare even if you lose your job or retire. Okay, so does everyone know what she is selling? Okay, so help each other, guys. Do we know what Joe is selling and who is she targeting? Okay, so let me go. So obviously she's selling healthcare. So what she's the the how is using healthcare. Okay, but she doesn't actually say what type of healthcare. So this, but this is quite, I guess, secure. Your healthcare is already like insurance, right? And yeah, and because I know Joe's, so I know what she does. And there is, you lose your job or retire. Okay, so this is the part that is good as well, because that's like the pain, right? But the who is not quite there. So who do we want? So like I said, this is still like very everyone, because everyone can lose their job, everyone can retire. But maybe you want to be more specific into who. Okay. So who else? What about the others? Okay, no. Okay, discover how I help breadwinners to get a savings of blah, blah, blah within 1 day without the need to consistently save a huge amount of money monthly by having an income protection plan. Okay, so again, what do you think she's selling? It's obvious there. And who is she targeting? It's also there, the breadwinner. She is selling through income protection plan, and then get a saving of 500,000 ringgit within 1 day, right? Okay, so the three components are there. The only comment is it's a bit long. So when I was reading it, I have to read it twice to get that sentence rolling. I don't know. What about the others? Do you feel it's a bit long and complex? I think it's quite a complex sentence. Okay, so we're not in school. Okay, let's forget what our teachers taught us. Make the sentence complex by putting in descriptions and things. Forget all that. We're back in kindergarten where we can only write simple sentences. Okay, do simple sentences. So I like the breadwinner part, and I like to get a savings. But sometimes when you say 500,000 within 1 day, sounds a little bit too magical or too far-fetched to a lot of people. So sometimes I don't like to put a figure like that there, because there will be, because the less you put in a sentence, the less likely you're going to arise questions in their head. Because when I'm reading this, automatically I'm going to think, how is she going to get me 500,000? I don't believe that. I don't know, is it just me, or does others feel the same when they read that? If you feel the same, put in a 1 so that Noah can know as well. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so that's a feedback for you, Noah, to keep it simpler and don't put in unnecessary things that will spark questions in people's head. Okay? Okay, so now that we've got the headline done, the next part is, oops, the 3 secrets, okay? As a lot of mentors and gurus who are into funnels would say. Sometimes we will break down the 3 secrets into, okay, so what are the 3 secrets for those who are not familiar with this? Those are 3 secrets are literally what I would say, the pain or the heaven, and what you're going to do in your workshop or in your webinar. So things that you are going to help them with. So it's more specific than your headline now. So this is the part where you can put the salt on the wound and then say your result. So again, it's still like the result and the how, okay? Some people like to say it's in the vehicle, the internal and the external. What do I mean by that? Okay, some people say, oh my God, I don't even know what a vehicle is. Vehicle just means how you're going to do it. It's whether it's through a wellness program, your protection plan, or whatever, right? Face yoga. So there are so many ways to get your face nice. So why face yoga? So that's your secret number 1, or your whatever number 1. Okay. So That is what we mean by vehicle. The second one is the internal. Internal meaning internal objections, internal things that go through their heads, okay? So for example, for Joe and Nur, both of you in protection plans, it might be, I don't need this because I'm already getting my company's, I have a company protection plan. Why do I still need my own? Okay, so that's sort of like an internal thought. Or, oh, do I need, I'm not making that much money. So, and I'm now going to have to fork up more money to do this. So do I need it? Right? So that's sort of like the internal. And then external is, even if I do this, what happens if this company goes broke? Or what happens if I do this and I have an illness and I need to claim, and the process is so difficult that I end up not being able to claim? That will be the external factor, not the internal, because I can pay for it. But now I'm thinking of things that I cannot control, right? So I'm using the examples because they told me what they do. So for the others, if you want to know what the examples might be, let me know what you do so that I can help you better. Okay, so that's just one way to do secret 1, 2, 3. It's not the only way. You can also do like secret 1, 2, 3, just 3 different things, that objections that people have. So whatever your field, there will always be objections from people, always. And if you get with objections, if you know the objections, then it could just be objection 1, 2, 3. Of course, you don't call it objection 1, 2, 3, but you can be answering the objections 1, 2, and 3 with your secrets 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to take, let me see how many of you are there. Okay, with 11. So let's break it up into 3 groups. And what you do is tell each other what you do. And then the others, tell them what your immediate objections will be. Okay, so you are not responsible this time for coming up with the objections. You are there to listen to what other people object to when you sell them your thing. Okay, because we can only think up or dream up so many objections, because I've done a lot of workshops where our mentors say, okay, think of the objections people will give you. Of course, we know what our objections might be if you were already in that industry for a long time. But for people who are just starting out, it might be a little bit more difficult. And actually, it's always good to listen to the outside world, what the objections are. So I suggest after this, actually go to friends and family and people out there on the internet and just say, what are your objections to healthcare plans? What are your objections to face yoga? What are your objections to whatever you are selling? Okay, so you get those feedback, build that list of objections, because that's what you need to put in here, and that's what you need to put in your webinar. Okay, so let's have 3 minutes each, so about 9 minutes to do this. Okay, so I'm going to put you into rooms now, a chance to get to know each other's objections to your offer, to whatever you are selling. So okay, so did you all find that useful exercise? A useful exercise? Did you get a lot of objections? Yes, no? Okay, so hopefully now that you know your objections, you can build out that 1, 2, 3 into something that you will be offering in your webinar. Okay, so use those objections, put it in there as your 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the next 2 things that I'm going to finish off with before I let Davina show you how to build it is actually the freebies. Okay, some people like to add a freebie to their webinar page, the landing page. The reason for this is it will, some will say if you stay till the end, you will get this. or if you come to my webinar, you will get this, okay? The reason for that is to get the turn up rate to be bigger, higher, okay? So like I just said, I was someone who paid for things and didn't show up. So let alone if I didn't pay for it and I was busy, then I won't show up, right? But by getting that having that freebie offer there, it might just push me to come to get that freebie, right? So whatever that freebie is, it could be a checklist, it could be a free ebook, it could be a free funnel template, it could be anything, right? It could be whatever you can come up with. So we did prepare a leads, we call it leads magnet. So a leads magnet booklet where we highlighted some different lead magnets that you can do. So it could be a video for Anna, it could be a free video to do one part of the face, whatever you want to offer them so that they will come to the webinar and then they will get it, okay? So that part is for a turn up rate, but it's not a must, it's an optional thing. So if you cannot think of anything or you don't want to give anything away, then it's fine not to have it, okay? But people put it in there for the sake of making people turn up, okay? So for Veronica, she is a relationship coach. So it might be 10 things to do each week to get the relationship up, things like that, right? I remember I went to a hotel and they gave me 10 best spots to kiss. That's for the honeymooners. Okay, so that is the next thing. And finally, the one that I am most gung-ho about in a way is the visuals, okay? Because there are people out there saying one ugly funnel. I don't like one ugly funnel because nowadays funnels are everywhere. And I feel that first impression counts. So when they come into a funnel and it's really ugly, what do they think? They would think this is not very professional. This is not like, or the message is incongruent, or it's like, oh my God, the quality is not going to be good, right? So sometimes, you know how you get a bar of soap or something, if you get it from, let's not use a bar of soap, for lipstick, okay? So for the men out there, imagine lipstick. You probably, you just go into a lipstick store like Sephora and then it's like cheaper versions. But if you go to Chanel, it's like all packaged up or like ribbons and everything. So it's like the packaging, the look. So visual, think of visual as the packaging, as the look and feel that you want that your customers to get. So when they get in, whether you want a professional feel, you want a fun, warm feel, or whatever. And as a tip, colors matter. Okay, so different colors actually mean different things and provoke different emotions. So look for colors that match your business, okay, or and don't worry too much about logo colors because logo actually only appear very small on a funnel page anyway. Okay, so and the photo or video, very, very important because the picture paints 1,000 words. So whatever you cannot put in your text, put it into the photo. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that because you've got enough to start building your funnel with Davina, and her part is going to be really exciting because that's where you see it coming alive. Okay, so I'll pass the mic to Davina.
Right. So we're gonna to start off. I'm going to show you what we're going to do, what the structure we're going to put together. Like Coco said, it will be building blocks. But before I do that, I just give you a bit of background. Like Coco has already alluded that Coco and I met while getting each other unstuck. So I guess hopefully by us helping you get unstuck, this is how we all get to meet as well. So if you're not good at something, not to worry, don't stress. There's always someone out there who is better than something that you're not good at, and then you are good at something that they're not good at. And so today, hopefully we can get you unstuck and help you build a funnel. And it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And once you get this out of the way, you can pretty much start writing. It's almost like learning a language. As soon as you learn how to speak a language, which is in this case, learn how to build a funnel, you can do like a lot, right? It's like giving you that license to kill or something like that, right? So to start off with, let me share with you a screen how I will be taking you through this, okay? How are we going to do a portion of the screen? Let me see here. Here you go, share screen, basic. All right. So hopefully you guys can see my screen here. So this is what we're going to be building. So on the left-hand side is the webinar funnel that we are going to build on the left. And on the right-hand side is what we are got is our building blocks. So you can see there at the bottom, you can see there's like a repeat of the blocks because I'm actually pulling in drag and drop blocks into your skeleton. You can say it's a skeleton that we're going to build. And then we're going to put the meat into it. The meat meaning your pictures, your colors, your message, all those is your meat into your skeleton, making it like a pretty person, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. I will send this out to you guys at the end, but I just want to show you this is how this funnel will be built. So if you missed a step, don't worry. I will send this out where it will actually show you with all the arrows, like if we start from the top, you know, that counter, that timer comes from a particular block in Groove on the right-hand side. On the left, you can see where you've got the message, a compelling offer. Which one did I use in Groove? Well, it's that one there on the right. So it's really a drag and drop, and you can match it up in Groove and drag it into your funnel, all right? And then on the third column, you can see what the function is. So let's go through it quickly. The first one says who it is for, you know, and a countdown timer. So that's the top part. And then the second one is the compelling offer, the headline, what Coco was saying. You know, hopefully you've got a headline now. That is where you're going to be putting your headline. What problem are you helping to achieve? Are you solving the problem of aging? That's a problem. So what is it that you're helping? So that's where your headline goes. Then a picture of yourself, could be a before and after. It could be a picture of you, just like how we've got it in our own funnels, or even a video that you like people to see on your funnel. Then the freebie or the call to action is like turn up live, and you get this for a freebie. Then you've got the countdown timer again. Then I go into the time zone. So, it could, if you're in Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, the Philippines, you can put down the timing of it so that you can actually talk to people worldwide. These ways with Zoom, you can talk to people worldwide. In fact, right now we've got people all around the world, right? Then you've got the 3 secrets. So what Coco's saying is like the vehicle, which is the how, then the internal objection and the external objection, or just all objections, all 3 objections, you put it there, how you're going to help them answer the objection. So they call the 3 secrets. And then lastly, call to action, click here, register here. So see how I've kind of like really broke it down for you of all the things you need to hit, very, very simple, that you need in your funnel. Okay, I don't like to overcomplicate things. Every time I build something or learn something new, I keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. So this is pretty much the blueprint that Coco and I put together. Having me train Coco's husband who has no idea about funnel, and this is how we put this together. We put it together based on someone who has no idea, zero knowledge on building funnel, and we figured this was the best way for them to understand what that needs to go into the funnel. And then I'll send this to you as well, the tips and tricks on how to get unstuck on other things as a bonus as well. So now, if we can all now log into your Groove funnel account, and we'll start building. So let me go. So I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, guys. So now, hopefully, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to log in. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm assuming everyone's logged in. Now, once you in this page, what I want you to do, go to the bottom left, and I want you to click on Groove Pages. All right. Now, when you get to Groove Pages, you should see the funnel that I sent to you guys. So can I just ask, I'll just stop the share. Can I just ask how many of you guys actually got the free funnel that I sent out last night? If you type in, can I see a show of hands? Has everyone got that free funnel that I shared last night? Guys, type in 1 if you got it. Let me know whether you've got the free funnel that I sent last night. Because if you don't, that'll be pretty difficult. All right. So if you don't have the free funnel, that's all right. Just follow me step by step, and watch on if you like as well. So great, Anna's got it. The free funnel. Chun Cat One, great, you've got it. Now that funnel that I sent to you guys last night is actually only available if you're actually on the VIP membership. For people who actually paid $1,397 as a VIP membership, only they get access to it. So what I've done was I've taken it from my account and I've shared it to you guys for free. All right, so keep that. So what we're going to do, I want you to go into that funnel. Let me go back and share my screen again. Okay. Ugh. Okay, what happened? Let me go. Let me share this funnel. Okay. Share. All right, so we're back in this screen. What I'd like you guys to do is to click on that funnel, open editor of that shared funnel I sent to you guys. All right, so this is what your funnel should look like. That this is the free funnel that I gave to you guys that only available to VIP members. Type in 1 in the chat if you are right in this screen. I just want to make sure that we at least start in the same starting point together. All right, type in the chat for me, guys, that you are right there as well. Okay. Okay, so Coco. All right, Coco, could you send the link out in case for those who didn't get it, if you can just share that shared funnel to everyone. But meanwhile, for those of you who want to just watch on, that's fine as well. But Coco will send out that link. Okay. Okay. All right. So to start off with, what we're going to do is to build the skeleton that I talked about, right? So to start with, let's have a look the first thing. So the first thing we need, we wanted, if you remembered, and look, you don't have it in front of you, that's fine. But remember how I talked about the first step was who is it for and the countdown timer, right? So this is it here. We leave it. So we're going to leave this here. Then the second part is that headline. Yeah. So this is the headline. We're going to leave that there. We're going to come back to it. And then I talk about what problems you're going to solve. And it's all in the headline right here. Then we're going to have a video or a picture. So I'm going to leave that here, whether it's a video or a picture of yourself. We're going to leave that there. Then the next thing I want is a freebie and a call to action. So as you can see here, I don't need all this stuff, right? All this, I don't need it. If you remember back to what I quickly showed you, I didn't have this. So what I'm going to do is, all you guys need to do is to press onto this like so. Can you see the dark, bold red that pops up? I want you to then press the rubbish bin. So we're going to delete that and press confirm. All right. So there we are. We've deleted that. Okay. So the next thing I want to bring in is where I could put the call to action, right? The freebie. So what I'm going to do for you guys to go next is to go to the blocks on the left. Can you see blocks? I press onto the blocks and it will pop up like so. All right. So what I'm going to do then is to go to call to action, expand like that. And we're going to scroll down to number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the 5th one from the top, I want you to drag it right underneath like that. And it will say drop your block here, and then you let go. It's as easy as that. Basically, the way you build funnel with Groove is a drag and drop, and it becomes like that. All right. So I am going to give you guys a minute to catch up. So let me know in the chat once you've done that. Type in one that you have just drag and drop the block right under this video here. Okay. Just gonna have a look at the chat. Okay. Okay. All right. Josephine says one. Just give it a couple of minutes. Let me know if anyone is a bit stuck. Type in the chat. Let me know. Anna's one. Great. We're all on the same page. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, why am I dragging, while I'm waiting for everyone to catch up, why am I dragging these blocks? So the way Groove works is if you use their pre-built templates or their pre-built blocks, it is automatically optimized for your mobile version, your iPad version, your desktop, your phone. They're all optimized. So have you ever gone to like websites where it looks really nice on the desktop, and then when you go to their mobile, right, it looks like all off? But with Groove, if you're using their pre-built blocks, like what I'm doing, it's all pre-built, little blocks, and put them all together, they're all optimized, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm dragging blocks in as opposed to adding words like WordPress. I'm not sure if you guys have used WordPress where you go, oh, add text and this and that. It's not going to be optimized. So what I'm doing is I'm using pre-built blocks, and then I'm going to type over it. Okay. So everyone's kind of up to the same page. So then I'm going to scroll down. And the next thing I need is another countdown timer. Okay. So you can see here, I don't need any of this. So what are we going to do? We are going to delete it. Okay. So next few steps are going to be really easy. You are going to click onto here, and you can see that the bold red is inside, not outside, right? I want to delete the whole entire section all the way down to here. So what you need to do to get to the outer box, you press to this this arrow. Can you see like a line, a horizontal line, and then an arrow? So what you need to do is to press that, and you see the bold red line is now in the outer box. Do that, and then press the rubbish bin, and we're going to delete it because we don't need it. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing for the next one. Click on the next block, delete it. All right, and then I'm going to give you guys some time. So delete the next two boxes, and then type a 1 when you are there. So I'm going to take it a little bit slower so that you guys can actually get and build your skeleton first. All right, guys, type in 1 if you've deleted the first two boxes. Okay, and so I've got 1 from Josephine Chinket. Great, you guys are getting the hang of it. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to delete again. So where you're here, not able to pay the one-time price, we're going to delete that. All right, and what you're left, you're at the bottom. Questions, contact today. We're at the bottom. So what we're going to do, we're going to also delete it. All right, delete. Just like so. Okay, so now all you guys have is that. Okay, now the next thing we're going to go back to the blocks. What are we going to look for is another countdown timer. So we're going to scroll, we're going to press onto the blocks again, or press X, go back to the block so that I can see a summary like so on the left. And I'm going to look for countdown timers. So countdown timers. So go down, countdown timers. And you can see all these countdown timers there. All right. We are going to drag in the one that is this one here. You notice it's 2 people here, and then there's this one here. Can you see? So it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the 9th one from the top, I want you to drag to the bottom like this, and it actually says, wait for it to says drop your block here, then you release, and that's what's going to happen. All right, so let me know, guys, once you've done that. Okay, type in 1 once you've done that, countdown timers. Do you have countdown timers? Going to give it a bit more time. If you can't find that particular countdown timers, can just take the top one. It's not a big deal. Okay, type in 1 when you have dragged in any countdown timers. That's all right. Now you get, well, you can always go back and polish it back up. Okay, good. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to hide out the countdown timers, and I'm going to look for the 3 secrets. Okay, so what we are going to do is, I believe, is under content. Okay, so content, expand content, and we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for, keep scrolling, it's towards the end, so go all the way to the end, that, like this one. So so from the bottom, let's count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th one from the bottom, and we're going to drag it to the bottom, wait till it says drop your block here and release. Okay, and once you've done that, let me know, type in 1, let me know that you've just dragged in this. Cool. Joe is getting pretty good at this. She's like, 1, that's quick. Anna's quick. Great, guys, getting the hang. Okay, now I need another block of those 3 secrets, and what we're going to do, we're going to copy. So can you see at the top left, there is a pencil, then there's 4 boxes, and then like the 3rd icon. If you press that button, it's going to make another copy at the bottom, so you don't have to drag it again. So let me know, type in 1 so I can communicate with you that you have another set of the 3, and it will all make sense very soon. Okay, so hopefully that's not too difficult to press that button. I'm going to move on. So the last thing to this skeleton is the call to action at the bottom, right? So what we're going to do, we are going to scroll back up, close content, and we are going to call to actions, CTA, expand that. And I am going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one from the top, and I'm going to drag it like so to the bottom, like that. And so now you have a call to action at the bottom. Okay, and then lastly, I want a footer, so we're going to look for footers, of course. Where is footers? There you are, footers. And I'm going to drag the 3rd one from the top, because I think the black looks pretty good. All right, so that's it. So let me know, guys. This is the skeleton. We built the skeleton now, and we're about to put in the meat, the colors, the pictures, but this is the skeleton. So guys, type in 1 if you are ready and you've got your skeleton ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to stop share, and I'm going to share my other screen. So remember this, guys. So what you have essentially just done in in like 5-10 minutes, we've just built the right-hand side, the skeleton that I talked about, you know, the countdown timers, the headline, the video, where you're going to put the video, the freebie, the call to action, countdown timers, the different time zones. That's why I've got you to copy and paste. You know, there's that one of them I'm going to use as time zone. One of them I'm going to be for 3 secrets, and then call to action, and then footers. So we've just built that, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to obviously clean it up and put your details into it. Okay, so we are now going to go, yes, press save. Thank you, Joe. So let's all press save so that we don't lose our work. At the top right, there's a save button. Let's press save. So we all now have the skeleton. So when you're designing your funnel, that's what you could do. You could get a piece of paper, just jot down what you want, and then try and just build the building blocks. And then another day you can come back and put the words in, as opposed to trying to build as you go. And it feels a little bit demotivating because you're like, oh, I'm only up to like a quarter of the funnel. Like, it's so demotivating. Right now, you've got a skeleton. You're ready to go, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the who is it for. So for us, I'm just going to go and I'm going to flick screen. Okay. Is the funnel, what is it called? Bitly funnel day. Not that one. Give me 1 second. What I'll do, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to bring up the end funnel that we're going to build. Let's save that. Oops. Oops. So that we can keep referring to what we're actually building. Okay. All right. Open editor. Okay, guys, so hopefully you've all caught up and you're ready to go with your skeleton. I'm going to start off again and start building the actual meat. All right, so hopefully you've got, who is it for? Where is my, okay. No, what's happening? Okay, all right. All right, guys, so this is the funnel we'll be building. So I'm going to flick screen back and forth so that you know where we're at, right? So this free webinar is for whom? And the live webinar begins in. See how I'm keeping it really simple? So I want you to type this top part. This webinar is for. This free webinar is for. Who is it for? So for Anna, it would be this free webinar is for those who want to defy aging. Okay, so the specific audience, defy aging, could be men and women, or it could be for women who wants to defy aging. So this webinar is for people who wants to get affordable medical insurance. So who is this free webinar for? It could be for stay-at-home moms, entrepreneurs. It's for mompreneurs. So who is this free webinar for? Okay. Then the next one I'd like you to type is this live webinar begins in. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Don't worry if your text goes to the left. It's just optimizing itself, okay? This live webinar begins in. Dot, dot, dot. Okay? So this free webinar is for women who wants to defy aging, something like that. Is that how you spell it? Aging, aging. So guys, I'll give you 1 minute to type in this free webinar is for your target audience, like so. And then the next line, this live webinar begins in. Okay? And while we're waiting, what I can do is to show you how you could also change colors. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that. I'll come back to it when we have time. So I just want you to start typing away to start building your funnel. All right. So the timer, to change the timer, is actually quite easy. You just click onto it and there's a pencil on the left. When you click onto the pencil, the configure on the right hand side will pop up and you can change your countdown timers. So don't worry about it now. You can always go back and change it, but just for FYI, that's how you change your timer, in case you're wondering. All right. So the next thing, what's the next thing you want to do? Your headline, your compelling offer. What is it that you're going to do to help solve the problem? All right. So I don't want this, so I'm going to delete. So what you do is you click on this image, webinar control, delete. I'm going to click on this black text and delete. See how I'm cleaning up? And I want to put your compelling offer. So your headline, like Coco was saying. Your, oops, type, we're going to type over it. your compelling offer, aka your headline? All right, couple of minutes, guys. What is your headline at the top? All right, guys, type in one in the chat if you are up to where I am now, that you have just put in who your free webinar is for. You've typed in this live webinar begins in and your compelling offer. Okay, so even the 10-year-old can do this. So it's just typing over the words that is already there. Okay, so hopefully your peers has been helping you with some objections as well, and giving you some ideas on some headlines. All right. Okay. All right. One, Josephine, one. Just waiting for a few more people. Anyone need more time? Okay, because if you can get up to here, you're doing pretty well. All right. Okay, Sethrin, one. No one. Great. Okay, cool. We're doing well. Now, guys, the next one is a picture. So as you can see here, I've used a picture, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys may not have a video, but I just want to show you as FYI that if you have a video, you can put it here. Okay, so if I click onto this image, oops, click on to this image, you can see there's a pencil on the top left, and you click on this pencil, and on the right hand side it says configure, and you can put in your YouTube video into there, and it will then suck in the YouTube video into that section. So in this case, we're not doing a video because I'm assuming some of you may not have a video. So we can do a picture. All right. Now to put a picture in, what we do is, what I like to do, instead of deleting this video, what I like to do is to go to elements. Okay, elements. So we're not going to blocks now. We're using elements. So elements is more the detailed stuff, where I'm going to just drag in, scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to drag in an image. So click on image under media, and make sure where you are where you're putting this is, okay, like that. So it's kind of like at the bottom of the video, like so. Can you see? And so it looks like this. Okay, once you've done that, then you can go and delete the video. So it's like this. All right, so have a go. Give you a couple of minutes to drag in, to find under elements on the left, then scroll down to media, and then drag in the image to the bottom. Okay. Or if it makes it easier for you, you can delete the video and then drag in the image, up to you. Give you some time to do that, because sometimes I just have to get a bit getting used to in regards to where to drag and drop this video. Okay. All right. Are we good? Can you type in 2 this time? Type in 2 if you've got what I've got in front of me right now, that you've got the compelling offer at the top and you've got this blank image right here. No, it can be any, it could be any video, but in this case, that was a YouTube one, but you can drag in video that is within Groove. So Groove actually hosts videos like YouTube, and you can actually drag in that as well, or Vistia or Vimeo. But in this case, let's keep it simple, and we're going to use image. All right. So cool. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an image. So click onto this blank image and press onto the pencil on the bottom, on the right, sorry, the top left. Okay, top left. And you can see configure, design and configure on the right. Click onto configure, and I want you to choose image. And you can see I've got like a lot of image, right? So you need to upload your image if you don't already have it. Upload an image that you have. And once you've uploaded, so let me upload an image so you can see what it looks like. To upload an image, let's just say this one here. Once it's here, you still need to press this. You've chosen it, then you upload by pressing that button, and it will think about it. Then it's uploaded. Then what you do, you then press select, and then you're going to press update. Then it will appear on the left. Okay. So let me know once you've got up to here that you're able to upload an image. Let me know, guys, that you can do that. Okay. All right, so I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that because that's a new step. Type in 3 if you've got the image up like this. Type in 3 in the chat for me if you've done that. Thank you, Joe. 3, number 3, if you've got your image up there. If it's too big, if it's too small, don't worry about it. We're not aiming for perfection here. We're aiming to just get it into the funnel, and you can always go back and do the little touch-ups, right? Even an artist will just draw something first and go back and do all the little touches, okay? So, all right, we've got the 3, 3, 3, okay, cool. Now the next thing is, which I didn't do this in our last one, is a background image. All right. So now the background image is, if you click on to here, you need to have your okay, you need to have it in the bold. Just give me 1 second. Let me just have a look here. Okay. Oops. Background. Choose image, and I'll show you what I'm intending to do. Okay, so you can see here I've chosen the wrong box to be in it, right? So I'm going to undo it. Now, to undo something that you've just done, don't need to panic. It's actually quite easy to undo, just like Word and Word docs and things. You can see this top arrow, like that goes to left, so undo. See how that would just happen? Now, I want it to be in the outer box, not the inner box. So you can see how I've clicked onto here is in the wrong box. So what I do is I press onto this arrow. At the top of the box, there's an arrow and the horizontal line. I press onto that so that, and I press it once more and another time. So now it's in the outer box. You can see how this blue, this bold blocks is here. So I'm going to try this. So if you can just watch on for 1 second before you do anything. Okay. Not that one. Undo. All right, that one. That one. Is it that one? Okay, background. This kind of gives it that real professional feel when you're able to do this. Okay, obviously the wrong box. Let's go one more out. Background. All right, I know this is what we'll do. So that one and that one. And we will also play with the size, PX, like so. Okay, all right. So I'll come back to that background. I need to find the exact background image in a sec. So what we're going to do, guys, I want you to make this picture bigger. So we're going to now press onto the picture, press onto the pencil. And what I want you to do is to scroll down to size. And I want you to go to PX. And then I'm going to get you to drag this across and make it bigger like this. So once you've done that, guys, type in 1 in the chat box for me that you've made your image slightly bigger so it's in proportion to the rest of your funnel. Let me know in the chat once you've done that. Okay. Okay, let me know once you've done that. Type in 1. Okay. Hopefully you guys can catch up. Oops. Okay, 1, 1, 1. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to reshare my screen. Where is it gone? My screen. Okay. Now, if you've done your homework, you'll be able to do the next step with me. But if you haven't done your homework, that's okay. You can come back to it. Oh, okay. I'm going to reshare my screen, but it's not letting me. Give me 1 second. Share screen. All right. So it should look like this. Now, I was trying to show you how to do the background image. So it will work better when you actually make your picture a bit bigger. So you can see here, I'm just pressing onto somewhere around the your word. Then I'm going to go the little pencil on the left. I'm going to go to background. I'm going to choose the image like that. So see how this was one of the homework that we asked you guys to do. I'm going to select it. And can you see how I now have this background image that gives it that just that little bit of a professional feel, right? As opposed to just being really blank. So if you have a background image, you can use that. Otherwise, don't worry about it. You can always come back. So I have a tutorial video on how to do this background image on Canva. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is the freebie. So what we're going to do is click on this big word. We don't want that. I'm going to delete. Okay. And we are going to type in here, just show up live, and I'll give you my blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so I'm going to copy this. So for you, you can just look at what I'm putting here and just type over it. So you can go just show up live, and I'll give you my freebie. So if you don't know what that is, just go just show up live, and I'll give you my freebie that has helped me age 10 years slower. Or just show up live, and I'll give you my 10-step checklist to save up $500,000 without putting away a lot of money that you can use immediately. So just type something like that. Okay. And I've got a chat. Okay. Yep. You just delete everything else. And no, not the headline. Headline is still up here. See, headline is still up here, Joe. And we're scrolling down to here, and we are going to, so this is what it looked like before. I want undo, delete headline, and then we are going to type over this, okay? Oops. So delete, and just show up live. I'll give you my freebie. All right, so 1 minute, get to do that. All right. Typing 2, if you've done that, it's just typing over those words. You should be very good at deleting by now. Okay. Typing 2, if you've done that. Done. Anna said it's done. Great. 2. All right. So the next one we're going to do is another countdown timer. Okay. Remember this part here. So you've just done this. We'll go back and fix up the size of the words later. We're going to do this part, this next countdown timer. So what we're going to do, we're going to delete everything around it, right? So click onto the words, delete. Basically delete everything except for the countdown timers. All right, so go ahead and do that. So you're only left with this countdown timer because that's all I need. I just want this countdown timer. I don't want anything else. So go ahead and do that. And all right. Now, once you've done that, the next thing is obviously the flags. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm not sure if you downloaded the flags in the pre-training, but for the purpose of time, what I'll do is we don't have to upload the pictures because I've just shown you how to upload pictures, but it's basically to do the flags, you upload the flags into these. So I'm using these 3 sections to do the flags. So to do that, same thing, you delete everything that you don't need. So you can see I'm deleting everything I don't need, and I only left with these 3 pictures, which is where I'm going to put the flags. I'm going to delete this whole schedule core thing. I don't need it. I'm going to delete the words at the bottom like so. Okay, like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, see, that's what I have, right? And then Someone said download it, but not the same size. That's fine. We can do that with Pick Resize. But in this case, I'm just going to put one flag up just to show you. Update. Okay. Again, choose image. Look, when you upload your flag, you might find they're not all the same size. And when that happens, you just go to pickresize.com and just resize the flag. Okay. So you can see here, I'm just going to put it here as placeholders. When you start building funnels, it's not going to be perfectly aligned. That's where you have to go back and just polish it up a bit. But you just want to put everything in there first. Okay, so you can see here, even for me, they're not all perfectly aligned, and I'm going to go there and fix it up later. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So I want you to type in the country. So in this case, you can go Singapore. Oops. Singapore, say 9 a.m. Oops. Malaysia, 9 a.m. And then you go Australia, 12 p.m. Okay, so guys, get up to that level. See if you can get up to there. If you don't have the flags, don't worry about it. Just type over the words, imagining they are the flags, and get to there and type in 3 if you've done that. Okay, let me know when you've done that. I'll stop the share. Give you guys some time to catch up. Anna, none of the flags will all be the same size. All my flags are actually downloaded randomly from the Google. So what I do is I actually resize them myself. So there is no, unless of course you can go to the same website and they happen to have all the world map flags in there, and they're already been resized for you, only then that you can get it. So guys, type in 3 if you have finished up to where we need to be. Okay, let me know. Okay, type in 3 please. Okay. Yep, cool. All right, so a little trick that I'm going to teach you guys is, I know it's probably annoying a lot of you guys that my flag is not aligned. Any OCD people in the room like me? So what you do is, now Singapore and Malaysia, they're different size. What I'm gonna try and resize Singapore flag, and watch what I do. It's actually quite simple. Anytime you want to do something or change, edit something, you just go to the pencil. The box on the right will pop up. You go to size, then you go to PX, and PX allows me to toggle like so. It's pretty easy, right? So same size, pretty happy with that. I'll leave that. Then the next thing is Australia. I want to make it align, right? So what I do is, I'm just taking a guess which box I should be aligning. So I'm taking a guess it's the outer box. So I'm going to press this up button so that the bold red is in the middle, like so. Then pencil, config, design, go down to spacing. And you can see spacing at 1.25 rem. Click on that, drag it to the left, and see how my flag's moving. And oops, like so. And how it's starting to move up. Then the next thing is the size. PX, oh crap, undo. Click onto the map. Make sure you're resizing the right thing. PX, then drag it. Oops. Okay. It's probably not perfect, but it's better than before. So you can always come back and just play around with the sizing, and maybe the sizing just won't align. So you just have to find another Australian flag to kind of be in line with the flags on the left. All right. So I'm going to check. Are we ready to move on? 3, 3, 3. Great. Okay. You don't have to do the aligning now. I just thought something that I'll show you. It is a bit fiddly. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, so where are we up to? We've done the flags. We're going to go 3 secrets. What are you going to learn from this workshop? So I want to copy. You will learn from this workshop. Okay, copy this here. You can type. So type over yours. Type you will learn from this workshop. Delete this, our service at the top. Delete these small little words. I don't need that. Okay. And then what you do there, I want you to then go into web design and put in your objections. What are those objections that your peers gave you? Let's go easy. Objection number 1. What is it? Oops. Objection number 2. Okay. So you would have, during our the group activity, you would have come up, you've been given 3 objections. I mean a few. So just choose the 3 of your favorite of 3 objections and put it there. And those are your secrets, because those objections is then you're going to explain how are you going to overcome it. So for example, how to reverse aging without expensive moisturizer. Objection number 1. Objection number 2 is internal, maybe about time, or maybe not time. So maybe if it's something to do with aging, maybe something to do with all skin types, you know, an exercise that anyone of all age group can do, for example. So the internal is, oh, I'm too old for this, it's too late for me, you know. So it could be the internal objection is that objection that people are thinking about is they're too old or too young, I don't need it, is an exercise that will work for any age group with what you will put on here. All right, so type in 1. We'll go back to use the word 1 again. 1, if you have finished cleaning up this, and you're going to put you will learn from this workshop, and type in your objection 1, 2, 3. You can put in your actual objection or put a placeholder like I've done like that, and then delete schedule. And yeah, and then we've got the 3 secrets like here, secret 1, 2, 3. Type in 1. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at the bottom. All right. Okay, a couple more minutes for a few people to catch up. Okay, a few more time, guys. 1 more minute for those. Okay, all right. So if you're ready, the last part is this, limited seats, register now, right? So right here, I've got it right here. So type over the headline, register here, limited seats. And then I'm going to delete this section. I don't need it. And that's it. That's pretty much, you can go and replace the logos, obviously, as a picture. And then you can put in your footers like how I've done it here. All right, you can put in your logo, small little one. So now what we've done, we put in some meat into your skeleton, right? So even with the button, if you like, you can press onto this pencil on the left, and you go to configure, and you can just go register here, update. Okay, like here. So that really is the whole funnel, guys. Like, so I'm going to save. So save, guys. And I'm going to pause there a little to let few people catch up. All right, guys. So type in 2 if you are all the way to bottom. You've done register here, limited seats, register here. Type in 2 if you are up to where I am. Okay, 2. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Chun. Great, you guys are doing really well. All right, so the next thing is I'm going to show you how to publish this, right? So if you go to on the top right, it says publish. We're going to go select domain. And hopefully you've got a drop down menu. If you don't, it will ask you to set one up. Okay. It will ask you, or if you already got one, you can change it. But hopefully you've got select a domain. So I'm going to select a domain, which is a subdomain from Groove Pages. And the folder is basically the slash. So I'm going to call it 21. I'm going to call it funnel day today because I already have one called funnel day. So I'm going to go funnel day today and I'm going to go publish. Okay. And then I'm going to press onto that blue. It's probably not ready yet. Give it some time. So I'm going to wait for it to give it some time. So guys, if you want to go and do that, so set up your subdomain. And it will be your subdomain.groovepages.com and so on. And then the blue HTTPS will come up, and that is basically your domain under Groove. So you don't even need to buy your own domain name. In fact, this funnel day that you guys sign up for, there was no domain name. We actually use Groove hosting. Okay. And what I did was I pre-teed up the link by going bit.ly/funnel easy funnel day, and I directed you into this domain that belongs to Groove. So you don't even need the thing with Groove. You don't even need hosting. So all those hundreds of dollars in the past that you've been paying for hosting, for hosting, and for like WordPress, you need hosting, or even domain name, you don't have to buy that. You can just do it, which is what I've just done there. Just like that, I created a new domain that I can launch. So someone said, do we need to click publish? Yes. So click publish, and then the blue will pop up like this, and that is your link. And give it a couple of minutes before it happens. So if you're not sure, just click the publish button again, and then the blue will come up. Okay, and you should see your funnel like this. It's a lot easier to see it live like this. So that's what we've just built together in like very short period of time. Okay. All right. So Anna, we might need to take that offline with your specific thing with a new domain. Okay. There's a video that I have sent everyone in regards to that. Okay. So in this case, let's just use Groove as their subdomain. So guys, let me know in the chat, type in 1 if everyone had managed to publish to Groove. So it will be like funnel. So for our subdomain funnel for newbies.groovepages. So yours would look like this. Okay, so see my Groove Pages subdomains funnels for newbies. You can change it later. So you can call it your name. If you're not sure what your company's name is, just call it your name for the moment. And there will be like your name.groovepages.com/groovepages. What is it? This one. Your name.groovepages.com/ you know how the folder that I had to put down, folder name, funnel day today /index. All right. So a couple of minutes, guys, if you can see. So if you can do this, then at least you can see what your funnel looks like in this view. Okay, and that's that funnel it's pretty much live. Okay. Okay, can I get a 1 from everyone who's able to do it now? Okay, Joe, thank you. And look, guys, if you're struggling to do this one, that's okay. We can come back to it. In fact, I have a YouTube video to just exactly to do this. But basically, this method, you don't need to buy any hosting or domain name for like GoDaddy and all that stuff. It's all done on the Groove. All right. So guys, the next thing I want to do, the next thing to get it live, okay, is a form. But before I go there, you're probably wondering, how do I clean all this up? So let's have a look. See how there's a lot of space here, but how come it looks so pretty in this one? Oops, where is it? Yeah. Why does it look so pretty like this, right? You're probably wondering, how do I make it so pretty that it looks like this? So I'm going to show you the technique, and then you can go back and do it in your own time to clean it up. So what you do is you press onto this, and you want your box to then go and do the pencil. And what you do is, remember how I showed you guys about the spacing? Okay, so you can see here the spacing is 0, so it's pretty much maxed out. So you press onto the next, press the up button or the arrow button, and look for a spacing where it actually has a figure spacing. See how it says 5? So click onto that and drag it all the way to the left, so it moves your text up there. All right. Then the next thing is I clicked onto the text itself like that. I want to make the text smaller like that. Okay. And then you go, well, I want it to be a little bit closer to there. So you can go to spacing again. Okay, you can see that the spacing is all maxed out here, right? Oh, that's 5. Oops. Okay, it's all maxed out, obviously. So this, it means that it's to do with the spacing at the top. So you go to the spacing down here, the padding, and like so. All right, so this method is the same everywhere else in the page. You can clean up this space here, clean up this space here, and all the space. You can go and do that on your own time, but that's how you do it, okay? So the next stage is to do your form, okay? So what is the form? The form is when you click on to register for something, it will pop up, right? So for example, let me show you. Okay, oops. Okay, so how you go register here and you put your name and email, right? So that's what we're going to do, all right? So coming back to your page, everyone's back on this page now. What I want you to do is on the left-hand side, there's called a pop-up, all right? Press onto the pop-up form and create new pop-up, okay? And once you create a new pop-up, this will come up. It looks a bit empty here. And what you want to do, you want to drag the top right box into this empty here box, and it's going to do this. It's going to think, and it's going to put that block into here. And then what I want you to do is to delete the middle box. And I want you to delete everything except for the bold words at the top. And then I want you to then press, oops, type over it, register here, like so. Okay. Once you've done that, I want you to then drag. You can watch this first. Go to elements, and you are going to go and drag an empty form from the left and let go. Okay. And then what you're going to do, guys, is just watch this first. Don't worry if you're not going to get the first go. There is a video that you can catch up later. Then you're going to drag the other one in, input field. Oh, hang on. I do it right. Okay, see how it's green? It's very important that when you drag that it looks like this, that it's like got a green dot. Then you let go. Then I'll do another one. Either you do that or you can do this button by copying. I showed you guys earlier, right? Then you're going to drag a submit button. And I want you to have it stuck to the bottom. Oh, what happened? Again, making sure it's green. The reason you need it to be green so that you are not dragged into another box. See, I'm just playing around like this. Okay, like that. Then you're going to move up and you'll look for the divider like that. And just watch me as I finish up, then you know what I'm trying to do. Okay, press onto the divider and press onto the pencil, transparent to make it invisible. So it's neat like that. Okay, now the reason I'm continuing, guys, because if you exit this page, it's not going to save down. Okay, so you want to do it in one go. Then you can go into here and go to configure, and you see how it says input ID. Now, because we're linking it to Mailchimp, you're going to go name, so it'll be F name. That's the name convention that Mailchimp needs to read in order to know its name. Then input placeholder is what you see in the form. You press update. And then for email, you just put your cursor down to the bottom. Email, email, email. Big letters for the last one. Lowercase for the top two boxes. And then for the submit button, I'm going to go register is what I want to put. And I'm going to go update. Okay. And that's what happens. And it's like so. Then the next thing is I would press the up button like that. And you can see the integration comes out on the right. So I'm going to find my integration. Now you might not have an integration yet, so you can leave that. And what you need to do is just then save and exit. And that's your form. Okay. So guys, I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. So again, I repeat, pop up, new pop up, and then drag it in. So have a go, guys. See how you go with that. I know this one is a little bit more technical, but once you can get this done, it's basically links to your Mailchimp, right? So I will share my screen again to do this. I'll do it one more time. So on the left, pop up, then you go new pop up. And when you click on it, there's a blank page. Then on the right, you drag in the template, delete everything else except for the words at the top of which you are going to say register here. Okay. Oops. All right, guys, type in 2 if you let me know where you are stuck at, and then we can go through that little step. We have a bit of time, so I can take it slow at a particular step for those who are doing the pop-up and would like to get unstuck in this pop-up section. Okay. Okay, seems like everyone's busy. A bit silence. Okay. So that's my register here. So I'll give it another minute for you guys to do this form. Okay, so if you want to refer to, here's my register here. So basically, once you drag the right-hand side template into your blank form, you want to delete everything and replace the lorem ipsum dollar to register here. And then you drag in from the elements a form, right? A form, empty form, and then the input field and the submit button. Okay, I couldn't stop and then get you guys to refer back because it's not going to save. So if you haven't got to this point, that's okay. There's a video for it. All right. So if it's okay, so I've got a few more people chatting saying using Groove Mail for email to send out Mailchimp other alternatives. Sethran, at the moment, everyone that using Groove is saying don't use Groove Mail yet. They're doing some further developments, making it better. So at this stage, they all recommend to not use Groove Mail at the moment. Best to use Mailchimp or any other autoresponder, and they link perfectly and seamlessly anyway. Okay. And Josephine saying, how did you put the register at the bottom with space after How do you put register at the bottom with space? Remember, you go to the top divider, you drag the divider in, and then you make it transparent. Or do you mean how do I drag in the submit button to the bottom? You just have to play around with it and let it sit somewhere. So it'd be like, it's like a game to try get it to the right position, right? So if I dropped it in here, it will go like that, right? Okay, so undo. All right, so I'm going to move on now, and I'm going to show you how to put in integration is the next thing. All right, so watching on with the integration, how do you do the integrate? Again, very easy. You go into your pages like so. Save and exit. So to do an integration, what you do is you go to the bottom, no, sorry, the top right, and you're going to go to my integration. Very easy. I've got a lot of integration. Yours is probably empty. Then you're going to go add integration type, Mailchimp. Okay, and you're going to go, look, what is the name of your Mailchimp? So I've got a few Mailchimp accounts for different contact list. So name the contact list in which you've got your Mailchimp account under. Then you put in your API key. So how do you get the API key? If you've done your homework, there's a video to show you how to get your API key. So once you put in your API key, you press update, it's going to then successfully link it to your account. And it's easy as that. So you can see I've got like a few Mailchimp accounts already linked. So once you've done that, when you go back to your pop-up, right? When you go back to your pop-up, I'm going to press this arrow so that it's all around the form, not just on the name. Then I press pencil, configure, and integration will pop up. And that's when my integration that I've just set up, for you guys will be just set up, I can choose my integration. And in this case, I want to have the one that says Modas Living, the list, and then what happens once you filled in a form. I want them to go to a page of which there is no page for at the moment. So I might go none. In this case, just put none because we don't have one. But if you then press update, I'll come back to that. Okay, so that's how integration is done. So once people have put in their name and email, it will basically send all your contacts to Mailchimp. Okay, now going back to that page, where would you want people to go after they register? It's quite easy. On the left, you press onto pages, you press on that plus sign, and you go add a thank you page. So let's just look for a thank you page. I'm just going to choose whatever that's here, a template, and you can go in and pretty up later. Okay, so if you go to the left and you press pages, you see that the page you've just built is that one. And then your thank you page is this one. All right, page 2. It's called page 2. You can see it's page 2. Or you could rename it and call it thank you. Okay, thank you. So then when you go to the pop-up, all right, and you edit, and you go back to where you were doing the integration in configure, you'll see that I didn't press save. So let's go Modas Living, the list, and I want to go to a page, and you see that my page now pops up. Thank you. So what I'm basically telling this pop-up form to do is that once they have put their name and email, the contact will go to the Mailchimp, and it's going to redirect them to the thank you page straight after. And press save. And that's it. That really is that simple. Okay. Look, I have a video that I've recorded off the back of our last implementation day. So you should be able to follow that. All right. So we are doing pretty well with time, guys. So let me know any questions that you have. I saw a few questions. So Joe seems to have figured it out. Great. Button is for form. I have to go if I got my son. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So that's basically Joseph. Lots of you probably forgot to press save. Okay, so that's basically all about drag and drop. And that's just how you do it, right? And a small tip. Now, for whatever reason you've lost all your work, a good tip is on the top right, like a hamburger. They call it like hamburger, right? You can actually go to revisions, and you can see on the left, I've got those timestamps. So you can go back. Should you like a certain start from a certain point, you can actually go to a particular time and actually go back to that version. But of course, best practice, always save as you go. But for whatever reason, you save it, go, oh, I don't like that version. You can always, if you can't undo, you can go to this previous revision, which I don't think ClickFunnels even have, right? So these are all these really good features that Groove have. Now, cancel, I don't want to reuse that version. So that really is the funnel build, okay? Now, the other thing that I'd like to show you with Groove is Groove Member. Now, if you are using the free account, you also have access to do this. Now, this is a great thing to give as a freebie. So remember how Coco talked about, oh, what freebie should I give? So the pre-training that I gave you guys before you even join anything is actually a membership funnel. So it's a membership where I create a membership for everyone that's joining. So pre-training funnel membership that I have invited you guys in for free. So if you can, so you can use and build this free membership as a freebie for all your potential members, or you can actually put a dollar amount. So for you guys, it was a $0 amount. That's why you guys didn't have to put in any credit card details, or it could be something that is not paid, that is paid, and build another member. So for the free account, you get access to build one membership site, but if you are on the VIP members, you actually get to build unlimited membership site. So you can see here, this is a membership site that we give access to all the VIP. You can see that we've got funnel implementation day replay or here. We've got a step-by-step guide on how to build a funnel. So you can see it's quite easy. I just want to show you how easy it is to build a membership site, exactly how you build a funnel. So you can see how it's a lot of drag and drop. See how it's so familiar? Drag and drop stuff as well. Let's have a look. What do we have here? So step one, choose your funnels, right? So choose your funnel. There's a video for it. How to set up your domain is the next thing. Okay. Then we go how to set up Mailchimp, collecting your contact list. Okay. And you can see here on the left. So collecting your list, what's involved, how do you link it with Zapier? Here's the membership outline. So the rest of it, how we set up for our VIP member, we've got like how to choose your best funnel for what you want to do, whether it's a webinar, whether it's selling a product, how to set up and link up your own domain. Okay, we didn't talk about domains. You can either use Groove or your own domain. How do you collect email list? How do you take payment? So we've got a video on that. How do you create your own membership area? So for us, we created a membership area to take people step by step on how to build their own Groove pages and Groove members. So something that you can build yourself if you're wanting to give away as a freebie on your page, right? So as you can see here, Groove has a lot of things as well as, so it's not just like ClickFunnels, just about funnels. Groove is more than just funnels, as you can see. And let me just show you something else in case you're wondering. So where we were before, we were building up Groove pages, that's Groove pages. If you want to build a membership site, you go to Groove members. If you wanted to take payment, it'll be Groove sell. Groove mail, Sethran mentioned that before. So that's a section where you can collect almost like an autoresponder. So like sending out emails at a certain point in time, you'll be able to do that once they finish the enhancement in Groove mail. There's Groove video. So Groove video is where someone asks, can it be other videos, not just YouTube? Yes. Groove, you can see here is a library of videos that you could upload. So you don't have to pay people like Vimeo and all these people to host your videos. Groove allows you to upload and host your private videos in Groove itself. Okay. So you can see there it's under Groove video. And Groove Cart is where it's like the equivalent to Shopify. So if anyone's selling product, want to set up like a Shopify shop, it's Groove Cart. So all of this under Groove, and I believe you can go and use it as a free membership, but obviously when you're on the VIP membership, you get a bit more, just like I sent you that special funnel for you guys to do today. So that's pretty much from me. I will now pass it back to Coco if Coco is there. Saturn's like super cool. I'll let Coco explain to you what else that we can help for you in terms of more than just funnel building. I'll pass it back to you, Coco.
Great. Thank you so much, Davina. So I hope everyone has now more or less got their funnels up. Can we all give Davina a round of applause to say thank you, because I mean, she really helped me, and I know that she walked you guys through. So don't worry, you will be getting the replay, so that if there's any steps that you've missed, you can always watch it again, because I know when I first did it, it was like, oh my God, where's the button? I'm losing this. I forgot to save, etc., etc. So I didn't even know there was this timer history thing until Davina showed me, and I said, oh, that's really cool, because you don't often get that. But anyway, so we promised 3 parts. So first part was the messaging, second part is the funnel building, and the third part is to actually say hello to money in the morning, waking up to money. Okay, so let me share my screen now.
So can I just add that, right? Because this is what happens, right? Sometimes I'm like still half asleep, and Coco is 3 hours. I'm in Sydney, by the way, and Coco's in Malaysia, and Coco might get a notice to say that we've just made money, and I'm already asleep at like 3 a.m. and it's 12 p.m. for Coco. So she will send the message, and I'll wake up in the morning at like 7 a.m. like, you know, still half awake, and I'm like, oh, we made money. Like, it really is a nice feeling when you wake up and you literally wake up with money. So this is what Coco is going to share with you guys in the next couple of minutes. So pay attention. It's pretty funny.
Okay, so basically when you sign up for a Groove account, you automatically become their affiliate partners. So unlike a lot of affiliates programs out there, you don't have to reach a certain tier, you don't have to sell a certain amount before you can become it. So with the free account, you actually get to be an affiliate. And what that means is you get 20% off whatever of the upgrade, which is currently 1397. So 20% of that is pretty good. It's about 300 something US, just for people to sign up under you. Okay, so you get that. But with the pro member, which is the upgraded members, you actually double that. So what I usually say to people is, if you've got people signing up, before they sign up, upgrade, because otherwise you're not getting the 40%. And with the payment that we pay now for the upgrade 1397, it's actually just 2.5 people that you find to sign up under you, and you get your whole group for free, and that's for life. Okay, so I love that, because oh whoops, did I just press the wrong button? I love that because basically you can start using Groove for free. So that's what I really love about that. Okay, let me get back to my screen. Sorry about that. Got a little bit too excited about getting money for free. Okay, so let me skip back to Okay, so this is where I am. So just to explain a little bit of what is available now, because Groove actually says that there's a whole list of things that Davina walked you through what they have, but there are things coming up as well. So let me share with you this. So this at the moment is what you get when you have Groove. Whether it's the free account or the upgraded account, you will still be getting these things. So Groove pages is the ClickFunnels, sale, affiliate, blah, 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 right? So on the left is basically what you pay for each of these things. So at the beginning, I shared about me paying $297 per month with ClickFunnels. And that is also the reason why I switched to Groove, because paying $297 a month, actually, I only need to pay 4 months in ClickFunnels to actually get Groove for life. So to me, it's a no-brainer. As a business person that is going to go forward with funnels, this is how I was thinking. If I was going to pay, I might as well pay for something that will last a lifetime. There and thereabouts, I won't have any more expenses. Not actually using any of the other things at the beginning because I didn't even know what I needed. But then came like the Active Campaign, the Kajabi, which is the membership site, and the videos and Shopify. So it actually adds up, right? So this is on the left, you'll see the yearly annual cost that you will incur if you were to buy all these things separately. So Groove actually makes it a no-brainer by charging $1,397 for everything. And that's for life, okay? So that already to me was like, great. And on top of that, I get the affiliate money, right? So I want to go a little bit more about Groove Affiliate. Groove Affiliate is not just their affiliate program. It's actually a program where if you were someone who was going to sell courses like I do, so I'll be using the membership site, but what better way than to get more people to sell for you? So you can actually put your product onto their marketplace. So under Groove Affiliate, there's something called Marketplace. And you can put your product on Marketplace for other Groove members to sell for you, okay? So isn't that great? Because you now have a community of people to sell for you, right? And the other way around, if you don't have a product yet, or your product is not yet ready, you can go to Marketplace and look for something that makes sense for you to sell, and you can market it. And the funnels are already there built for you. You just use their funnels and you build in the affiliate. So either way, I think that's a really good bonus for anyone who's starting afresh with no product. You can use other people's product, but if you have one, you can also pay other people to do it for you as they bring customers in. So I find that very, very attractive. So right up to Shopify, as you can see here, is everything that is included already. The things below are things that are coming up. So since today we built the webinar funnel, like I said, there are 2 types of webinar, the live webinar and the automated webinars. So with Groove, you actually get both. So you don't need to pay GoToWebinar and you don't need to pay for EverWebinar. And actually those are pretty expensive, right? And streaming, if you plan to stream your webinars live on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you don't need to pay for another platform like StreamYard. And you get streaming coming. Calendly is another one that I use quite often because like I said, I use application funnel. So when they need to book an appointment with me, I just send them a calendar, or you just integrate it into your funnel so people can just click and you will get a notification saying you're actually inside your calendar that this appointment has been booked, right? And Proofly, Groove Proof is another one that some people like, because as you are browsing on pages, so you will notice that at the bottom, it usually says Davina from Australia has just bought this, or Coco from Malaysia has just bought this, right? So you keep seeing this. So it's social proof, and it's to help you build credibility that people are buying. So that's called Proofly. That's a software that people usually use, but actually it's built in Groove. And I believe that it's already up. So Groove Proof is already up, right? So you've already got all that. So again, if you see all the software that you will be needing as you go, it comes up to about 17,000 a year. Okay, that's a year, not even like lifetime. But actually for Groove is 1,397. Okay, so that is why I say wake up to money, because when you pay that, not only are you saving for your business, every person who signs up under you, you will get a payment for it. Okay, whether it's 20% or whether it's 40% is up to you. For me, I prefer the 40%. So that's why I signed up, because I'll be needing all these tools anyway. So I signed up. So what's in it for you if you sign up under Davina and I? So disclaimer here, yes, we will be getting the affiliate payment from Groove if you sign up under us, okay? And that is also why we want to support you guys so that you can also make these affiliate money from it. So what we'll do is we will throw in the membership site that Davina has showed you. So apart from the pre-training that you got already, we have a lot of videos and we keep building and adding to that videos library, because we know there will be areas that you get stuck with as we go along. Because as new things come up, as new concepts come up, there will be new things that we get stuck on, and we will keep going on and on. So for example, me on my screen popping up now with the background, Davina's like, do a video on this. It's really cool having your head on the PowerPoint. Not everyone knows that, right? So I will be doing a video like that. So we will keep adding to our library. So you get our membership site for free. Another bonus, which I'm really excited about. So if you like this implementation day, we will have 6 more on different topics. So to give you an idea what might be coming up is I've already lined up a super duper video creator. So he's really got crazy video editing skills. And so he will help us have some videos and how we can edit videos so that your videos look really professional and really attractive so that you can catch the eyeballs of your customers and then get them into your funnel, okay? So we'll have 6 more implementation days for free. We will throw in 2 funnels, okay? So why are we throwing in these funnels? Because the funnels that you're getting from Groove is going to be templates, right? And there will be times when we want to have good looking funnels that are not really template looking. So I'm going to share what happened, because when Davina was starting off, being such a great funnel builder she is already, she still paid for having a more professional funnel built. And why does she do that? Because actually you need coding for those kind of funnels. The funnels that you see, like the professional gurus who are making like 8, 9, 10 figures a year, they use funnels that have coding behind it, okay? And that you need someone professional. And actually I have Davina's invoice here. She, oops, I don't know whether you can see, but anyway, this invoice says she paid $1,300 just for one funnel, US dollars, to be built. So we will be throwing those in to give to you, the ones that she paid for. You would get the templates off for just signing under us today, okay? Then I talked about the free freebies that you can give away. We also have a booklet of 10 different ideas for good lead magnets so that you can start thinking about what leads you can put in order to make people turn up, or even just to get their emails and opt-in funnel, right? So these are really, really good tips. So you get everything, which is a total value of $4,690 for nothing, okay? You don't have to pay a dime for us, but you just need to sign up under us, and we will give you never-ending support and ongoing videos so that you can keep on earning money from your funnels and from your affiliates, okay? So what are you waiting for, guys? Again, free money. Like I said, this is the part that I love most, because when you suddenly get that notification, it's so exciting. When you see that someone has paid you and it's like, who paid me? And I was like looking everywhere, who paid me? And then now it's like, oh, great, because every 40% is actually $558 US dollars. Okay, so who wants to wake up to $558 each day? That is like, say good morning to money, right? I love that. So why now? Okay, why should you upgrade now? Because at the beginning, I did say you can play with GrooveFunnels, the free account, for a long, long time, okay? So the one thing why now is basically what you get in the free funnel, like the pages, everything has limitations. So one thing like the membership site, which we use a lot, is that you only get one membership site. So you can only really build one list, one program there. So if you have a few more that you want coming up, that's a limitation. But the other thing is they limit the number of members that you can have in the free account, okay? So if you were going to scale and you were limited with just a number of members, then it's not good, right? So that's another reason. For the videos, like what Davina said, GrooveFunnels actually has the video library that you can just put in. So I love that because all our assets is in one place. I don't have to look for where they are, but you also get a limitation on that, okay? But that's not the main reason. The main reason is they've already announced that they're going to switch to subscription plan, which is to me the painful moment, because like I said with ClickFunnels, we were on subscription and we are paying this monthly without being able to monetize. But if you pay now, you lock that in, and you also lock in your affiliate percentage. What do I mean by that? Actually, when ClickFunnels first started, they gave out an affiliate commission of 50%. Okay, I don't know if most of you know that. They gave out 50% right at the start. But when they became more successful, they cut down on the affiliate commission right down, right? So for the early adopters, they are still getting 50%. So you will be doing the same here. If you adopt now, you're going to lock in your 40% affiliate, plus you're going to get everything for one fixed fee. That is why there's an urgency to do it now. They've already changed it a little bit since the last time I looked, because beforehand, this 1397, you can pay in 3 installments. And actually, the installment added up to around 14 something, okay? It was just slightly more expensive by installment. But now, if you do installment, it's gone way up. If you pay by installment, it goes up to 2,000 something, okay? So they're already adjusting their plans, and I'm sure soon it will go into the 99 per month, which is the silver, and you don't get all the blogs, the calendars, everything there. And then 199, you get a little bit more, but still not more. But the platinum, which is what I'm going to move my head here so that you can see it. It's going to be 299 per month, but you are getting it now for 1397 for everything, okay? Plus the 40%. So notice that the silver and gold plan is only 20% for the affiliate. So it's only in the platinum and this once lifetime deal that you are going to get it 40%. So lock that in, guys, okay? So again, you're getting all that and much more that is upcoming. We will keep adding more as needed, okay, to get that. Yes, and the second tier, I didn't even talk about the second tier. The second tier is basically those you recruit. Our grandchildren, I remember, we were calling it one session. Our grandchildren will give us 10% too, okay? So every person that you bring in, they will potentially bring you 10% too, okay? So it's just added value and you'll be waking up to more money every day, okay? So what if you've already upgraded? Okay, don't worry, reach out to us. We'll see how we can give you these bonuses even if you've upgraded, okay? So you are welcome to stay on the free account and do it and use it on your own and don't upgrade. We will still add you to our Facebook group where you will get different tips and sharing from our members. But if you do upgrade, you get all these other things that we will give you. The videos, the lead magnet, the 6 sessions. I tell you guys, I've got people lined up that you will say, wow, I love them so much because they do amazing things in their category, okay? Because Davina and I don't, I'm going to say me, I'm not going to say Davina. I'm not an expert in every area. I need help with other things like making nice photos or nice videos and even content multiplying and all that, right? So I need help in that too. So I'm bringing in experts in each of their fields to help us and the community so that we can all get unstuck and also make money as we go along, okay? So the steps for joining is actually this. It's very, very important that you clear your cache. Because if you don't do it and you sign up for GrooveFunnels, the affiliate will actually go back to Groove. Okay, so they will get the money, no one gets. We don't get it, and we won't be able to support you if you're not under our list. Okay, so you need to clear that and then sign up with our affiliate link, which we will share again after today. We'll send you an email, but it should be in all your emails before. Sign up with that, and then if you want to upgrade. So when you upgrade at the checkout page, you will see Minel Wong as the person, which is me. It's actually my full name is Minel. There. So that's how you know that you've signed up under us. Okay. And if you've already created a Groove free account with another email, I asked you to, and you want to come on board with us, I asked you to just create another email and use that one and just sign up again. Okay. So questions. So looks a bit odd with 2 of me. I'll put myself in the middle. So that's it for us today. We've managed to do it on time this time. Yay. This is a huge achievement for the 2 of us. We went on for 5.5 hours. The first time it was like, oh my God, everyone was exhausted. So today we've kept it in the time, but we'll be happy to answer questions you might have now if you have any. So type in the chat if you've got any questions here. Let us know how we can support you. Let us know too. Yeah, we'll be here to answer any questions. So anyone has any questions? Like Noor, Trinket, Clifford, Veronica, Joe, Anna. I think Joe, you did well this time. Yay. And Anna, I think you did well too.
So I just want to add something as well with that, in Coco. For us, it's all about helping everyone win. So if you're wondering, what do we do to help you become good affiliates? So a lot of people, they would join an affiliate and then their head affiliate, being us to you, would not, most people will be like, okay, thank you very much, we won't see you again. So what we're offering, as Coco was saying, we give you the free training and all those things to continuously support you. Okay, so that's the most important thing. We support you as our affiliate, but what we're going to do one step further, we're going to support your grandchildren. Okay, so if you're wondering, how can you sell to other people so that you get your own 40% and we get the 10%, so our grandchildren, what we're going to do is that, you know, the VIP membership area that you all get access to, well, once you sign up someone, which is our grandchildren, your direct kids, you can let us know and we'll put their name into the VIP membership area so that we as a community will help our grandchildren learn step by step as well. So they'll get access to that. They'll get access to the closed community Facebook group that all of you will get access to today. And so would your grandchildren. You would already have the templates anyway, so you can share that. You know, in terms of the implementation, so the 6 implementation, that's the only thing of that package that we don't extend to the grandchildren, because that one is has to be direct to you guys. But obviously the idea is we teach you how to do it well so that you can teach and support your grandchildren as well. Okay, but certainly as a bare minimum, when you go to our grandchildren that you say, hey, come and join group with me, you will get access to this VIP membership area that that is going to teach you how to go step by step. So that's added value to you as an affiliate that is that other affiliates is not going to get. So we're going to give you that competitive advantage as well. Okay, so it's supporting you to become an affiliate as well as an entrepreneur. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we want our children and grandchildren to succeed. That's what mothers are. Okay, so that's it for us. So if you have any questions, do reach out to us. And there's one favor I would like to ask of you. So if you liked our workshop today, please go on our Get Unstuck page and give us a review, because it will help other people get unstuck if they know we are here to help them. So do share and do give us a review. And if it's anything you think that we need to improve on, do reach out to us directly as well. We'll be happy to add things in. And to answer, I think it was Joe asking about copywriting email content. Yes, we can consider those. No problem. So whatever you guys feel you need help with, let us know. We will try our best to get it to you, because we want everyone to grow together. We want everyone to earn together, and more to support and have fun together as well. Okay, so thank you so much for joining today. Hope you guys now have a working funnel and it will start making money for you. And if you do want to say good morning to money and be in our group, so do sign up with us, and we look forward to knowing you more. Yep. So bye from me. And bye from Davina.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Yes, yes. Our new tagline. Good morning to money. Yep.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. See
Bye.
you all.